Welcome to My Words Are My Voice, the unspoken words from non-speaking or minimally speaking individuals within the autism community. My name is Rich. I'm just a dad and happen to have a New York accent. The words you'll be listening to come from writings from smart, intelligent, and insightful individuals who point one letter at a time on a letterboard, a stencil board, a keyboard, iPad, or any other type of electronic device. And these individuals who have this ability to communicate, simply put, need to be respected and recognized for who they truly are, smart and intelligent. And we need to honor that. And when we do, this world becomes a far better place. Welcome back, all. This episode will probably be the most important one we'll ever do. This is about how non-speaking individuals may have just influenced a significant change in the lives of so many individuals, both within the autism community and the general public at large. So what you'll be hearing for the next 8 minutes are comments non-speakers shared by tapping or typing one letter at a time on a letterboard, a keyboard, or an electronic device while meeting with New York State senators or their aides at the state capitol building prior to the state legislature voting on the Communication Bill of Rights. And a quick fact before we get to our writings: on June 13th of 2025, the New York State Bill A7363, the Communication Bill of Rights for individuals with disabilities, was unanimously passed by the New York State Legislature 134-0. This has to do with protecting the communication rights of individuals with disabilities. This provides that each person with a disability has the right to communicate in their preferred manner. So, if the individual wants to use a letterboard, an iPad, a keyboard, or any other electronic device, they can. And I really can't emphasize enough how monumental this moment is. This is huge and is a game changer and will surely change lives in such a positive and impactful way. It's amazing. So let me set the stage for what you'll be hearing from these individuals. They walked the halls of the New York State Capitol building in Albany, and quite a few politicians, along with their aides, made themselves available and engaged in dialogue with these non-speaking individuals, along with their communication partners by their side. First up is Elizabeth Bonker, who is 27 years old and has been either tapping or typing one letter at a time since the age of 5. And you may also know Elizabeth from her commencement speech as valedictorian from Rollins College in 2022. It went viral on social media. Today, Elizabeth is the executive director of Communication for All, which is a nonprofit with the mission to ensure all non-speakers have access to communication and education. Listen to her comments as she responds to a number of politicians throughout the day during her visit. Thank you for meeting with us. We are hopeful that this bill will save souls from suffering in silence. 1/3 of autistics are non-speakers like me. We need this bill to give us communication that works for us. We are so hopeful that you will help free us. We have a motor disorder, not a cognitive one. Life goes from hopeless to hopeful. We need this bill. It will give us a voice. The deaf have sign language and the blind have braille. Now is the time for non-speakers to type. We need families to have choice. We regulate with communication and education. Free all the non-speakers from their silent cage. You are seeing the lucky few. The other non-speakers need to have the opportunity. The non-speakers suffer in silence. We can free them. I learned to type at 5 and was mainstreamed in public school. With communication, non-speakers can be educated and be productive members of society. We are hopeless in silence, and now we have the ability to have friends and tell our parents we love them. Thank you for caring. We will meet with anyone who will help with this bill. We will be so happy to thank all who support this bill. The bill is just the Americans with Disabilities Act for communication. We are the last to get our civil rights. There are studies about how we have dyspraxia and dysregulation. I am doing my dream, communication for all. We need to change the way people understand non-speaking autism. Work gives meaning to life. Next up, Trevor and Tyler Mason. And for you regular listeners, you may recall these two brothers have previously been on the podcast and have shared their material as they attend Mouth to Hand Learning Center out of Mount Kisco, New York. And while walking the halls of the state capitol building along with their parents, they shared the following comments. One person asked, "What was it like to be so smart but unable to communicate?" Trevor said, "It was indescribably terrible." Trevor and Tyler's folks provided background on the kinds of opportunities that they've had since they began spelling, and Tyler shared, "I work for the Spellers and Allies Advocacy Network as a non-speaking coordinator." Trevor shared, "My brother and I attend Westchester Community College." Also mentioned was how they are both registered voters and how soon after they began spelling, they started to discuss their political leanings and their concerns about global warming. One senator commented, "Aha, I thought that they were probably Democrats." So, folks, a little levity there, and everybody obviously had a good laugh. Trevor and Tyler shared throughout the day how they are published poets, songwriters, and short story writers. And at one point during the day, Tyler said, "I don't know who you are, but can you help us get this bill passed?" Last up, 13-year-old Abby Newbold, who was accompanied by her mom. And tapping on the iPad, she writes, "All I need is 26 letters to say my unique thoughts." Another time she shares that spelling helps me stay regulated. In closing, it is my humble opinion, based on what I've been told, if not for these spellers, this bill does not get passed. And I believe these non-speaking individuals have just played a critical role in changing the course of history for all within this community. This has been a long time coming, and on a personal note, on behalf of my entire family, friends, and I'm certain I speak for the many other families within this community, a big thank you to the state legislature for recognizing this basic and fundamental human right for these individuals. Now, one last note. The next step in this political process is getting this passed by the New York State Senate. And once that happens, it then needs a signature by the governor. It's not a done deal, but we are all extremely optimistic and hopeful. The ask is to continue to reach out to your local representative and ask for their support on this bill. That's it. Till next time. Bye bye.